I've often been called special or unique or different, but today we're going to explore some unique packaging. So when we talk about packaging, a lot of times you'll hear us talk about custom versus stock packaging. And there's even a hybrid of the two where you kind of have a stock package that's somewhat customized in some ways. But sometimes a brand will go totally out to the edge and go completely custom. Now, a lot of large brands do this for visual identity and uniqueness and ownability. They want to kind of own that. This here today is a brand called Blake Brown, which was started by Blake Lively. If you know your celebrities better than I do, great. This is a brand that we kind of caught our attention because it is completely unique. It's not like anything we had seen before. We got a few different structures, but this idea of custom versus stock, you cannot do something really this ownable and iconic with stock packaging. All right, so we've got this aerosolized dry shampoo that is a stock bottle with a custom overcap on it. Getting into these steel, aluminum aerosols like this is an incredibly difficult space to customize because the tooling is so expensive. The lead times are so long. We've done some work in the space, but it's just not very often that a brand is willing to make that kind of investment or has that kind of time. You've got here this tube, looks like an aluminum tube with, I don't know if this is a stock or a custom cap on here, but again, a stock tube, a box. Now we get into the full custom. We've got these 3 different blow molded bottles. Ooh, something interesting here. We've got these 3 different blow molded bottles with these incredibly elaborate and expensive closures. What we have here, these closures are all multi-piece, at least 2, if not 3 pieces. It's a little hard to tell without breaking them. That they have injection molded multiple thick walled pieces. They have assembled them and then they've looks like a hydro dipped them to get a wood finish to them. The bottles themselves again are all blow molded with a metallic, a gold metallic resin. Got some simple embossing. Then they've got some screen printing on them, on the front and the back. One thing to note on these is they've actually put a sticker on the bottom of these with the UPC because they didn't want to have that white dark contrast that you need for that scannability. So really interesting application there. But man, it's really cool to see a brand take. Actually, this one's extra special because they formed this, yeah, by putting in another piece here in the top. So I don't know if this one might be 3 pieces. Anyways, so there's a lot to be gained by going this custom with packaging and creating this kind of iconic, ownable structure, right? That identification on shelf, that appeal to consumers. There are some downsides. One of the big ones is going to be cost. All of this tooling to do all of these things, going with custom packaging means you have to ask a molder, injection molder, blow molder, whatever, to convert their lines over to change over molds because you're not likely running this brand is likely not running capacities to run a machine all year long. So there has to be changeovers. So you're paying for some of that stuff. You're paying for your special inventory. You're paying for a ton of material in this case. These caps and bottles, getting this kind of geometry, these big flat panels, it's expensive. They're throwing a lot of material at this to get this to work, and extra special finishing, right? You've got the screen printing, you've got the hydro dipping. There's a lot going on here. So that's something that a brand has to weigh out. we're not going to dig too deep into sustainability of some of these things, but there are also some trade-offs when it comes to that. So really cool to see a brand kind of take their whole family, obviously excluding these couple products, and go completely custom with it. And then I always love seeing how a brand kind of ties in stock packaging with pseudo stock, maybe components, into their family of custom packaging. If you've seen something that's really cool out there that you want us to highlight, let us know, and if you've seen something that's cool out there, let us know, and maybe we'll highlight it right here on this red table. Thanks for watching.